Welcome to Deadlock Builds. My name is Guns, and today we are focusing on BomBop, the bomb-chucking robot of death that everybody thinks is a support, but he's actually an AP carry, or spirit carry, as this game would denote. Let's go find out how we build BomBop into a bomb-chucking robot of death. Welcome to the Deadlock Builds BomBop Bombs 1.0 build. If you'd like to find this build, it's currently available. Pretty sure it's hidden. It's available. Deadlock Builds BomBop Bombs. The build from Guns Games for BomBop in Deadlock. So what's your build order here? 2, 3, 1. Actually, hang on. It's this. In lane, you get your bomb first, you get your hook, and then you get your uppercut, then your laser, then you fully upgrade your bomb, you upgrade your hook to 2, so you get the 30 meters cast range. We'll worry about the cooldown later. You upgrade your ultimate to get the hyper beam with the 100% healing from damage, and then you finish your hook, and then you upgrade your uppercut, because we care less about the uppercut because the upgrades on the uppercut don't help us a ton in this build. But let's talk about what full build looks like, what it does for us, and how it operates. So we're going to take Mystic Shot, Slowing Bullet, Warp Stone, and Spiritual Overflow. Echo Shard is our first 6300, and this is actually a mid-buy item. You need to rush Echo Shard. 9 minutes is the early laning phase. This is when a Guardian should be dead. After 9 minutes, guess what? You should have an Echo Shard. You should be close to an Echo Shard. You should have an Echo Shard by like 15 minutes. And if you don't have an Echo Shard by like 15 minutes, you're behind. Boundless Spirit, Improved Burst, Improved Reach, which is going to go on your hook, Superior Cooldown, which is going on your bombs, Surge of Power is going to go on your bombs, Escalating Exposure, and Mystic Reverb, which is going to go on your bombs. Now, if I could only pick... Oh gosh, stop talking. If I could only pick 4 items, if I had no flex slots whatsoever, okay? I would get rid of the cooldown, I'd get rid of the reach, I would get rid of the reverb, and I would get rid of the escalating exposure here, okay? And then for my 4 items here, I would get the Spirit Armor, Bullet, Enchanted Barrier, and then I would get... I have this on my build. Do I not have it on my build? Oh no, I need to republish my build. How did I fuck this up? Ugh. It's a travesty. Where's stamina at? Superior stamina. Fixed it. Alright. Anyway, superior stamina. The reason why I use superior stamina here is because it's extra jump, dash distance in the air, extra stamina, extra spirit. I don't really care that much about the fire rate. It also increases the number of the air dashes and air jumps that you have and can be performed from 1 to 2. This means that you can use 1 air jump and then a wall jump, which the wall jumps don't cost you stamina. Normally, if you use your air jump, you can't use your wall jump. This lets you do that, which is really, really nice. So no flex slots. This is what I would do. Okay? Get rid of your escalating exposure, your Mystic Reverb, your Superior Cooldown, and your Improved Reach. And we're still okay. 372, no stacks. And so the important thing to denote here is that BomBop's ability, Sticky Bomb, the one that we're focusing on here that makes him a Spirit carry or an AP carry, more like a mid laner mage, sort of, in a sense here. It gains 2.5% bomb damage for every enemy hero. And it's important to denote that that is 2.5% bomb damage of its current damage. With the 438 damage that we have, when you're in lane, there's a couple ways that I recommend you approach your lane. This depends kind of in the elo that you're at and where you're placing it. So number 1, If you're really, really low elo, I still recommend you go bomb, then hook. So at the start of the game, you're going to be sitting around corners, you know, waiting for people to kind of come in. And then running up to them, putting your bomb, and then running away. You know, just roll dash away. Okay? Once you get your hook, yeet, hook, run away. It's the same old story until you get your uppercut. Once you have your uppercut, it's pretty obvious what you do. Yeet, bop, bop. And then they're disengaged from you and you don't have to worry about it, right? If you're higher elo, there is an argument to be made that you grab your uppercut second instead of your hook. Because you can do this, then this, and you can toss them into the enemy. Higher elo players will be smart enough to not run into the friendly target because it's 2.5% per target, okay? So we're at 12 right now. If I do this, it's going to be 17. But if I come all the way back out here and do this, it's only going to be, oh, he's going to move back. Never mind. I lied. It's going to be 22. Hang on, let me grab the non-parrying one. Are you the parrying one? You're the parrying one. Hang on. Let me not make myself a liar. Now it's going to be only 24%. So 2.5% versus 5%. 25%. Goes out of 0.5 there. So putting it on more enemies, grouping them up is better. If you're using your warp stone, we're going to go to 30% here.
You got yourself a little problem.
Okay. So if you are putting this on someone and then tossing them back into a full group of enemies, it's 5% for each enemy hit. And that totals to 25% for a whole team. That's how you build stacks incredibly fast. You're looking to hit multiple enemies with this because it's 10% per bomb. You should be able to hit 100% bomb damage by the 20-minute mark. Easy. When you're getting into the 30-minute mark or even the 40-minute mark of the game, you want to try to be pushing 150, 200% bomb damage. Okay? You want to try to be pushing that. Because the scaling is, you're going to need more and more of it in order to be able to do those damage numbers to really, really affect them. Especially if you're going that late in the game, you're going to get melted pretty quick. And you want that high damage. So let's explain the build overall and everything that it does. Mystic Shot, 12% weapon damage, 4 spirit power. Your next bullet steals spirit damage. This is just so that we're going to shoot them anyway, and we're going to shoot them because of spiritual overflow. We're going to get an additional 45 spirit power for shooting them. This is to plug an additional 200 damage initially into them because we're only going to shoot them for a little bit. So we're going to do, and then that's done. See, look at that.
You got yourself a little problem.
And that's the first bomb, if you look, did 1175. Then the next bomb only got us up to 2000. So it did about 800 more, which means we were only doing, the initial 1175 because of the Spirit Shred, and then we were doing 800 more with the second bomb afterwards because it's on the next ability, right? And then we did the initial damage afterwards. That's because of the ability we'll get to in a second. So this is why the spiritual overflow is important. We want to hit him with this, wait until that blue heart fills up, hit him with this, pop him back over. Bing, bong, boom. Okay, right? That's how that works. The slowing bullets is to slow them when they get shot so they can't move around as much when you yank them in. And then when they get tossed back out, if you want to upgrade that later on into silencer, it's not necessary personally, but also silencer becomes inactive. I don't like actives. Actives aren't my thing. I try to stay away from actives as much as possible. If they're not on my mouse 1 and mouse 2, the most actives I'll carry on a character is like 2, because they have to be on my mouse 1 and my mouse 2. Because it's ease of access for me. It's like an ADHD thing. Don't at me. All right, that's your weapons. Oh, Warpstone. Warpstone it can be for engage. If you don't want to hook people, because remember, your hook can also be used on friendly targets. So if you want to try to save your hook to get people out of the way, if you want to save your Warpstone to, if you want to save your hook to, get people out of the way, but your Warpstone also gives you disengage, which BomBop doesn't have. He has great engage tools, but this is his disengage. And that's not a big distance, is it? No, it doesn't even tell you. Yeah, it's a 19.6 landing. If you're dealing with a character that can shoot you, unless they're dead from your bombs already, that's not a big gap. Abrams is just going to shoulder charge back into you. A lot of flying characters are just going to fly back at you. With the bombs, they're going to be disarmed. And when you uppercut them, your uppercut's going to reset its cooldown once you have it fully upgraded, if we're talking late game and things like that. So the disarm works, but you're hoping it kills them. If you're in a state in the early mid game that it doesn't, this Warpstone's going to be really handy, especially if you're getting away from the rest of the team or for chase down, because it's now a much better disengage tool to complement your uppercut. And it helps keep you alive a lot more. It keeps your score line nice and crisp. It keeps you from dying less often. It also gives you the chance to reset your bombs, because if we have our cooldown off, we have a 5.7 second cooldown on our bombs. Okay, so we want to be able to bop, run away. Cool. All right. Spirit armor, bullet armor, self-explanatory. Enchanter's barrier. It gives us 300 spirit health shield. We get a little bit more. I think we have 400 total right now. Yeah. And it gives us 20% spirit power while we have a spirit shield. It also gives us cooldown reduction. So not taking damage, catching people off guard, yanking them with our hook, hitting them with the bomb so they disarm, they can't do damage to us. They're going to melee us. That's not going to eat through our spirit shield. They're going to shoot us with our bullets. That's not going to eat through our spirit shield. We're going to have a spirit shield. Then they're going to be disarmed with the gun, and then we're going to bop them back into their team. We're going to keep our spirit shield. We're going to keep that extra damage. We're going to keep the cooldown reduction. This is nice to have, even though it's only a 1250, okay? And then the superior stamina, like I said, I like to run and dash. All right, the spirit abilities. Surge of power, imbue an ability with a permanent spirit power. When the ability is used, gain bonus movement speed. The movement speed I could live without, but it's nice to have. Bonus ability power, more damage on your bomb. Escalating exposure. Dealing spirit damage applies stacking spirit amp that increases spirit damage to that target 6% per spirit amp. This is really good on Infernus, but this is also really good on BomBop here, because it's 6% after the first bomb, and then it's 12% after the second bomb, and then there's another big dot after the first bomb that's done by our escalating exposure, or our Mystic Reverb, and that gets 12% of that. Plus, if you're hitting the whole team, they now take 12% more spirit damage that everybody else is engaging on. Ain't that neat? Mystic Reverb, it's lifesteal, spirit resist, and the ability range. Imbue an ability with a slow in a radius around the target to deal an additional percentage of the damage dealt. You're dealing a really large percentage, so an additional 400 damage. This is like guaranteeing kills, essentially what Mystic Reverb does. To enemies around the target after a short delay, it's that additional... If we do the bop, boom, boom. And then it's gonna... yeah, that extra 500 damage on top of it, man. There's people that are gonna escape with slivers, and that's like, no, you don't. Bing! They don't expect. Your cooldown, self-explanatory. Your burst, abilities deal bonus spirit damage if they deal 125 damage or more in a single hit. Pretty obvious that they do. This only accounts for your first bomb, so this is only really effective on your first bomb, and it's 10% max health. This is why that first bomb does such additional more. Boundless Spirit, great item, additional spirit damage in general, bonus health, regen, weapon damage, sprint speed. The reach is for the hook. And then the Echo Shard is self-explanatory. It's one of the main things that we use to keep this bomb cycle going. That is all the abilities and the build explained. Like I said, if you would like this build, all you gotta do is look up Deadlock builds BomBop bombs 1.0. It will have the guns games implemented. This is updated September 1st, 2024, 10:18 a.m. The build from Guns Games for BomBop in Deadlock. I am Guns. If I make a 2.0, I'll post the video and let you know when, what time, what date. Please like and subscribe to the video. Please let me know in the comments, what would you do differently to BomBop's build, or how do you like to build him differently? And what should I do next? What character do you recommend I do next? The next 7 or 8 minutes, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay that's going to show you how I play him early game, and some plays that I make as well with him with this kind of build setup. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Guns. I will see you later. Peace, everybody. She's like mega low.
Ah. She's now forced off the point for sure.
I'm gonna yank the other one here in a second. Nah, she backed up.
Reloading. Ready.
She slept you. Oh, she took it back. Ah! She took it back to the fucking Wraith. Oh, nice.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't have stayed with that little health.
They're back.
Yep, time to leave.
God damn, I love BomBop early game. He's so silly, just a silly guy.
Damn it.
She ran up into the left. Oh, the delayed bomb is so good. Oh, she's on our side. Oh, I'm gonna kill the Wraith by meleeing her to death. Oh my! She's not having a good time. That Wraith is not having a good time. Oh, she slapped me. How dare? Hey, that's up.
Take it. There we go.
He's dead.
Let's make sure I got kill assist.
Walking away with confidence. No, not the wall. Oh.
Get back here!
Oh.
What's my next item?
He's
I can
ulting.
buy active reload, but improved reach is 300.
Oh, hey, it's just with my dot.
I took it back to 7 too.
Putting down a turret.
They're not gonna fight immediately.
I'm the best. I've been running hot.
No.
Gotta build me some backup. Time for a
I need more turret health. Play some of these defensively.
No! Oh, these bombs are fucking stupid.
The range on that ult is stupid.
He's dead. No. Oh! Oh! Oh, I fucking did it! Me and my backpack, me and my backpack. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Yerp. Most souls, top damage, top kills.